Alright guys, Fitz back here for another cast here again with BMW here. So this is for, well, let me introduce these players first. So spawning here in the bottom left, it'll be SGS's IU, but actually for our purposes right now, because it's going to be D-Rank Team League Season 3, I'll talk about that in a little bit here. He'll be actually from SK Team 3 here, and his opponent will be Team All Kill Kings here, but his actual opponent will be Brood War After Dark Seed, or just TAKK Seed for our purposes here. So anyway, so it will be a PvP here on Fighting Spirit. So just to quickly talk about D-Rank Team League in general, D-Rank Team League is just D-Rank players. They've been partnered with
Brood War Clan League.
Yeah, Brood War Clan League. So a little bit, you know, good pat on the back for them. I'm not really sure what it does. It just kind of gives them a new host for the website, as, you know, Team Liquid thread posts are only so good for brackets, in my opinion. I think it's kind of nice to have a separate, you know, general bracket for it. Took us a while to find it, but it is there. But continuing to talk about that, the format of this is not Korean style, so meaning that it's very much like iCup style, where you play 5 matches in general, and from there what you do is it's 5 matches of 1v1. Whoever wins the most 1v1s ultimately gets the win. And it's about 9 weeks, I believe, and each team will play the other team at least once. And also for Team All Kill Kings and SK Telecom Team 3, they both lost their week 1, so I don't really know how this is going to play out.
Alright, so I just want to start out with saying that DRTL Protoss has done a pylon scout, and he got very lucky on his scouting. He found his opponent really fast, so he already has an idea of what his opponent IU is going for. So Seed's already dropped a second gate, which is going to be a pretty good advantage right now, considering IU has started mining gas but doesn't have core, and he's obviously going for goons, but Seed's going to have an early little pressure timing hopefully going on right here.
Yeah, it's, you know, actually, I don't really know what IU is trying to accomplish here. I don't see a side record. And he's getting gas right now. I mean, he's getting a lot of gas without any kind of side record tag.
Yeah, that is pretty interesting.
He just threw it down. I mean, that's fine. I mean, it's about 15 seconds delayed, I think, from normal timings, but still, I mean, we might be seeing like DTs. I mean, I don't know if he's stockpiling or something early High Templar. It would be a little bizarre for PvP, but who knows? I mean, this is D-Rank, so you could see some other very interesting builds that are going on here. So, yeah.
I think it would be really sick to see if Seed maybe just hopped up to 4 gates and all in. I think that'd be a good strategy right now, considering that it looks like IU is a little nervous. I think it would be a great idea to just power up to mass gates and just run them over right now.
I think he might be actually planning to expand here, actually. I'm just looking at the probe and the natural. It looks like he may just want to take an expand here. Yeah, it looks like those minerals are starting to rack up as well. Yeah, I mean, I've seen that happen, and I mean, I've seen it to use for good effect here. What normally happens if you're going to go for like a 4-gate all-in, at least in PvP, that I like to see, is the if you get exceeding speed and you just pump out as many zealots as you can, like really fast.
Yeah. Because we're not gonna I would really think that IU wouldn't have been prepared for it at this point. But anyways, we got a nice little exchange going on here right next to the simulator. And this is really going to be bad if he loses this goon right here, Fitz.
Yeah, actually, I think it's going to go down because, yeah, it starts behind the probe right there. Oh! But it's going to be safe behind the probe for the time being right here. Now, this is why you would get speed, because then the Dragoons can't really micro as effectively. So you can kind of just get in there and just close the distance really quickly. But, yeah.
IU has really got to start microing here right now, Fitz. I mean, he just lost a goon unnecessarily. He's losing probes. And Seed's getting a great little advantage here. He's getting his Expo up and dropping 3-4 Zealots in his base right now. I mean, he's running them over right now.
I mean, yeah, he could actually just auto-attack and just kill off as many Crips as he can. I mean, that would probably be just enough to really cripple IU, then follow up his speed or, you know, whatever the hell he really wants to. Because, I mean, either way, he's going to guarantee damage, hopefully. I mean, unless they're going to be trying to aggro onto the Dragoons, then obviously they're just going to die like they are. But, you know, it definitely could have gone a little bit better if he, you know, specifically target down probes here, but it looks like that push has been thwarted for the time being here.
Yeah, IU, if IU gets about 2 more goons out, he'll be fine. But I really think that that this expansion, if he starts getting it mining out, it's going to be nice. But right now, I don't know. I don't know. It still seems even to me, just honestly, because of the amount of goons that IU's going to be able to pump out.
Yeah, no, he's actually, I mean, Seed's definitely on the back foot. For at least for a little while as he has his expansion down. I mean, we're already starting to pan stuff, which is definitely going to help, but they're kind of panicking as those Dragoons are coming up to the north really fast.
Yeah, it almost might be beneficial to drop a shield battery right here.
Yeah. Now, what hopefully will happen by Seed is that he won't go too far. He'll just push and then go back in the cannons, just to stall for enough time here. If he's going to commit to these Zealots, he needs to get speed, like, soon.
Okay, now he needs to stop. I would cancel these cannons, to be honest. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really need. I mean, IU has like 2 options here. He could definitely put down a couple more gates, and then try to 4-gate, which might be what Seed's anticipating, like a really, really high Dragoon numbers here. But I mean, he's still only off 2 gates, and he's actually. He may look like he's you know, macroing efficiently, but he's actually queued up a couple things in the gateways. But now he's putting on a robo instead. So he may just probably get out ops to figure out how this game's going to go on. He may even get re-protect, who knows. Can definitely go either way.
Yeah, it looks like Seed's actually going to be dropping his, 3rd gate. So he's got 2 gases going now. So let's see what kind of tech he decides to go for. Oh wow, but there is a nice little pressure coming in by IU into this.
Yeah, and he also saw the scouting information right there by Seed, which is actually somewhat crucial at this point. Remember, Seed, you know, he's actually getting +1 before any kind of robotech, so he's definitely trying to, like, you know, stay ahead in terms of, like, the army, and he has the economy to do it. But the problem, though, is that he's going to be going in the mid-game without really knowing what IU is going for, and it's actually starting to worry me, because if IU just decides to, you know, throw some random tech down that he may not be expecting, you know, Dark Templar drop or what have you, I mean, it could be disastrous for Seed.
Yeah. Well, right now, it's hard to say. If I was IU, man, I might even double expand at this point, because I think Seed is so like.
Yeah, you mean like
just grab another expansion, you know? And I don't think Seed would have any clue about it at this point.
Well, he is expanding in the natural at least. And yeah, he's actually getting a shuttle before any kind of obs out, which is surprising to me. I think that probably should be obs. No. And same thing with IU though. He's actually just gonna rush for shuttle.
Yeah.
That's peculiar, because I like to see obs just to figure out what your opponent is doing at this point, because I mean, we see Citadel, and this is the problem. I mean, if he has obs, he would be able to check that there's a reaver drop coming. But without any kind of obs tech going out, I mean, he still doesn't have it down. He's not going to know a reaver drop's coming in. I mean, granted, nor does Seed know what IU is doing, but I mean, right now, currently, neither player really knows. There's kind of like guessing game right now.
Yeah. And, you know, the longer this natural of IU stays unpopulated with probes, I mean, the farther ahead I think Seed's eventually going to get. And,
yeah, he's starting to transfer a couple over. You know, you know what I actually end up doing is, I don't know if a lot of players do this. I just realized when I was playing a 2v2 last night, but when I take down an expansion, I may take like 2 or 3 probes. I don't really take that many. I probably should take more. But I always hotkey all my nexuses or, you know, main worker buildings. So you can always press PPP, SSS, or SD, whatever. And He's doing a vulture. Zealot drop in the natural. I don't
Yeah,
know what's going on.
and that actually failed miserably right there, Fitz. He didn't have good scouting, so he ran the shuttle almost into cannons, and then so Seed had a great idea of what was going on, and then he dropped a Zealot and lost it unnecessarily. So that's pretty bad for him right now, and now he's going to see why having the observer out might have been more cost effective than wasting all that money on a shuttle and some Zealots.
Yeah, the other thing though is, I mean, I don't really know how effective slow Zealot drops in the natural expansion PvP could actually be, but that's another story. But considering on about probes and stuff, I always just rally them right. I rally all my buildings to the same like base, to my natural or third base. If I take a far off base, it doesn't normally happen like that, but still, it normally helps by getting a populated an extra base here. But anyway, IU's gonna be pushing out here. It's 84 supply to 89. So not only do we have a supply advantage to speed here, but he also has +1. Keep in mind, which but he not as player speed, but speed might be finishing just in time for IU because he zealots out of here. I don't really know what the stats on it is. It has it's like 95% completed right now. But this might just be the killing blow right here. This +1 really just starting to prove to be effective when you're starting to, trail the army behind you and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, that expansion that Steve's had up longer is really starting to kick in now because look at this concave as well. Wow. Oh, micro. Oh my goodness. Unnecessarily losing goons right there. He has the advantage. He needs to just push in right now. Start killing some probes.
Well, I mean, there's no cannons. There's really nothing to defend here. I mean, how many gates do you have? 3? We probably have, 4 gates? Yeah, we have 4 gates back at his base. He has a better economy now. And, I mean, overall, it just comes down to... I mean, this whole game has been, in my opinion, just, moderate luck on both players' part. Because neither player really got any kind of scouting information off. It was just like, all right, what can I go? But actually, this DT though,
raising hell.
Yeah, because he doesn't have OBSEC out, he may not even get this next phase. He probably will, but I mean, now
I honestly think Seed was on auto attack. He just pressed A move and didn't even care. But I think honestly, getting down that expansion was worth all those goons at this point.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he took down the natural. He took down 7 probes, and he's re-expanding himself at the 3 o'clock. So
in the main base, we have a Zealot drop.
Do we?
Yeah. In the main base of Seed, we have a Zealot drop, and it's taking out a number of probes.
Oh yeah. Well, there we go. We're starting to see Zealot drops being utilized in PvP. First time I've ever seen it, but yeah, it's actually proven to be somewhat effective here. Now there is a Reaver out, so it will die. But it's kind of desperate at this point, at best. I mean, it's kind of like a fine line between what do you want to do in this situation when you're IU. Like, you just lost your whole army. Your opponent has a better economy than you. They're gonna have a much bigger army with you. What's your best chance for survival? Do you drop? Do you try to contain?
You get in the fetal position, Fitz.
What?
You get in the fetal position.
Fetal position, yeah. Or do you build up a main army and then try to defend with it? I mean, I don't really know. I mean, maybe if you have the home court defensive position, maybe you can take a win here. But when you're this far behind, it's going to be kind of tough. Another
typical fighting spirit game for you, Fitz.
Yep. Oh, yeah, this is typical. I mean, other than the Zealot drops happening in this game, it's been pretty classic bookmark.
Somebody's a luck box, and that's how it usually works in fighting.
I can't tell you how much it is, but anyway, I mean, I cannot see, even if Seed decided not to build any more scares, decided not just to A move, whatever, he probably still win.
Yeah, it's over. This is a nice little army coming in here. I mean, two Reavers and like 80 goons. I mean, damn. GG.
We did have a Zealot drop. We had a DT get in the main base though, but it didn't really matter. But I just thought I would let you know that. I don't even know how he got in.
Team all kill kings or now ahead 1-0.
Yes. So that means C didn't win. So, you know, again, just quickly talking about that game, I think the one thing that probably would just, I mean, would you agree that part of that game was, you know, based on what build you went, because neither player really knew what each other were doing? I feel
Yeah, because I mean, nobody got Observer Tech. That was pretty strange. And then we saw Reaver drops. I mean, not Reaver drops, Zealot drops. I mean, I've seen a lot of new shit today.
Yeah. Well, we'll go into our next game, guys. Hopefully we see some more crazy shit going down, and we'll be back. Peace, guys. Fitz and BMW signing out.